Actually, it happened as she contacted me from Australia. She is there in Melbourne, and she is doing her higher studies there. Maybe around 40 years old, and she is married 2 years ago. And I do not know how to treat this case, and hope you can help me out. Okay. So that is how I have to create curiosity in you. The point here is she contacted me on Zoom from Australia, and for a long time I was reluctant. I told her that until if it is a couple counseling, I have to talk to your husband. Until unless I talk to your husband, I don't be able to take up the case. She told, no, sir, I want to talk to you personally, and I'll call my husband afterwards. For about 2, 3 meetings, I told, no, madam, please try to understand that. She told, sir, I'm ready to pay anything. It is not a question of payment. It's a question of you try to understand if you really want a help and that you are coming for couples counseling. I cannot listen to one side of the story. But Ganga told, sir, I'm married for 2 years and he is now not accessible. He has been in Germany and he went for some sort of official work and he is not able to contact me. And because of COVID and all those things, as office reasons, he is not. I told reluctantly I accepted her. So the background goes like this: that Ganga had she had a late marriage. She had a very late marriage, and what she did is she completed her engineering, then a post graduation in India. She went abroad for higher studies, and there she moved to Australia. So the point now is that she's very scared of the future of the baby she's carrying. The future of the baby she's carrying. So number one, when I went into history, the history was like this. Number one is when she was around, she's the only daughter. Number one, okay, and when she was around 11 years old, she was molested by the teacher, and that is how she started hating people, hating particularly gents. Number one. Number two, she didn't talk to gents much, even though she was in co-education during engineering and post-graduation. She used to avoid gents. As a result, she has moved away from gents, and she had two relationship failures with very great things. She thought they will work with her failures. So this is actually a sort of a, you can call it a male failure profile which has been imprinted on her mind. So one of her bosses had proposed her, and afterwards he ditched her. The second time she was reluctant to marry anybody, but this person who has come into her life, who is married now and is having a kid, he somehow impressed her, and they were that. But at the end of the point is when she started, out of curiosity to know whether he had any affair. After 2 years, he told he is already married, and this was a big shock for her. So her question is why every time the whole world is cheating me. Her question is why every time from the day one all male are cheating me. That is one question. Well, how I solved it is a big process which I cannot explain to you, but I have written an article. So the main reason you have to see is he is basically an introvert. She is a lonely child, and she is attracted what she wanted. I would not say anything else, but she is attracted what she wanted. And she requires first is reprogramming of the mind. That is where I am working on her. And all the virus of her mind, the painful incident, until all the painful incidents which are storing in her mind is removed, I cannot be. I asked her for about 5 sessions to come for reprogramming of the mind, removal of the virus, desensitizing technique. That's what I'm working. And I want you to focus on why do you think, what are the three reasons why she could not attract males, she doesn't love males. Okay? Right, I want you to go down and tell me. I wanted to learn from you, from your experience, from your colleague experience. I want to please write down there. Why do you think she's hating more men and why she was not able to move with the opposite sex? Thank you. Thank you. So, waiting along with Ganga. Right? Thank you. Thanks a lot.